You can steal any business in Florida for as little as $50. It doesn't matter if it's a billion-dollar corporation or the Pakistani restaurant down the street. I, for one, was briefly the owner of Mar-a-Lago. But before we continue, I have to lay down the disclaimer. This is not an invitation to steal Mar-a-Lago from Donald Trump. It may make you famous for 15 minutes, but you will go to jail. The guys in jail are all big shows. Gentlemen like myself finish in 9 seconds. Those guys in jail don't. They will hurt you. The information in this video is for educational purposes only. Please do not use it to commit a crime. Now, let's get into it. The process of stealing a Florida corporation is very, very easy. You just need to go to the state database, sunbiz.org. On sunbiz.org, you can search for a company, see who owns it, see its addresses, and see all its top executives. But the Sunbiz database has a fatal flaw. Anybody, and I mean anybody, can edit it. You can change the information of any company to anything you want. You can declare yourself CEO and delete the names of the original owners from the database. You don't need a password or anything of the sort. There is absolutely nothing stopping you or anybody else from stealing any Florida business that you want. This is not some far-fetched hypothetical scenario. Criminals have been pulling this exact scam for years. Check this guy, Robert Houston. Houston made the news earlier this year after hijacking a corporation called Glencoe Properties. He went to sunbiz.org and changed all the registration details of Glencoe. He deleted the names of the actual owners, changed the mailing address, and finally appointed himself president of the company. Once he had changed the records on the state database, Robert Houston went to the Sarasota County Tax Office and requested duplicate titles for all the 21 houses owned by Glencoe Properties. He then took these 21 titles to 2 mortgage companies and borrowed $1.3 million. The owner of Glencoe Properties didn't know his company had been hijacked until weeks later. The poor man went to pay his property taxes and found that the bill had already been paid by the new owner, a man he had never heard of. Robert Houston isn't a hacker or even a sophisticated criminal. You don't need to be any of those things to steal a corporation in Florida. Literally anyone can go to sunbiz.org, select the File an Annual Report option, and pick any Florida corporation at random and just steal it. It's that simple. There are no password protections on that database, no identity verification, and no security measures of any kind. The whole thing operates on the honor system. All you have to do is pinky swear that you're not lying, pay the filing fee, and make it official. I actually tested this out myself while researching this topic. I changed all the details on Mar-a-Lago's registration. I replaced Donald Trump and Don Jr. as company officers, and then appointed myself CEO. All I had to do was pay the $50 filing fee, and Mar-a-Lago would be mine. But then Mom refused to give me her credit card. Now, it's illegal to lie to the government and steal corporations, of course. But unlike my mom, criminals have a very special superpower. They just don't care about the law. If you're a business owner in Florida, anybody from anywhere in the world can steal your business at any time. If you don't keep a close eye on all your transactions, you might learn too late that some criminal stole all your stuff and mortgaged it for quick cash. You might think the police would arrest these thieves and throw them all in jail. And they try, but most of the criminals who steal entire companies never get arrested. They have a very cool, very old trick that they use to avoid consequences. Can you guess what it is? Yep, it's running away. There is an entire site, sunbiztheft.com, dedicated to business owners telling horror stories of how they got robbed. The Florida legislature passed 2 bills to prevent this behavior. These bills require the Secretary of State to set up a login system on Sunbizorg. Ron DeSantis signed these bills into law on May 11th and May 18th, 2023. I am writing the script for this video on June 18th, over 1 month later, and nothing has changed. There are still no guardrails on Sunbizorg. No passwords, no document verification, no nothing. Anybody can still hijack any Florida business at any time. This is good news for criminals, not so much for law-abiding and hardworking business owners. So, if you're a business owner in Florida, you need to track down the Secretary of State, called Bud, and have a very serious chat with him. Thanks for watching, and please, don't do crime.